Okay, good morning. Welcome to today's show of Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman, SEO tester, forensic SEO consultant, host of the podcast Confessions of an SEO. And this is the first broadcast of what I intend to have for you daily in terms of giving you a heads up of what's happening in the what the weather is out there, specifically when it comes to new content getting crawled or existing content getting refresh crawled. Now, as you can see, the production value is not how this brings value to you. And yes, that is my over there. But I mainly want to focus on the content that I'll be reporting on and not letting the lack of production quality stop me. Okay? So on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, I'll be testing to see if the bots are crawling newly published content. And also, if they, on the same days, I'll be looking at the refresh. Are they crawling existing content as well? So then obviously we want to know, is it just a crawl or was it a full rendering crawl? And by the way, I have modified the test site so that I have a little more automation in there. And I also set it up to where it is now using the rank math indexing for index now. And as far as I know, nobody's really reported on what they're seeing in the server log. So that's what we're going to talk about. Very briefly, not every show is going to have this beginning part. We'll just start into the reporting. So anyway, this is a continuing part of the research project that I started back in September. If you want to look for it, just search in Google for Google Index Detector and you'll find the history right there. It's the first result. Now on weekends, expect that I'm just going to talk about the Google and Bingbot activity on existing content. I'm not going to be publishing those days. And don't worry, you don't have to remember that. I'm the only one that does. Okay, here we go for the first crawl or no crawl report. There is no theme music. Okay, so here it is, Monday, February 14th, 2020. And today the SEMrush sensor is at 4.6. Now, I'm excited about that because the last time, now that means it's down in the green zone if you're familiar with SEMrush sensor. The first time it's in green since, drumroll, January 10th. And I was excited on January 10th because the last time it had been in the green was back in, hold on, let me check, November 29th. Yikes. You know, we've had a lot of volatile days over the fall. So was it crawl or no crawl? I bet you're asking. So today it's looking like a regular refresh crawl. And I got to tell you, the Bingbot is super active. Now, today was also a test day. So the content was published at 8:24, and the bots started arriving at 8:25. Now, what was interesting to me is Google just pulled HTML version. They didn't do a full render on the page. I cannot say the same thing for Bing. Bing really, wow, ate the whole thing up, pulled all the media, and clearly is actively crawling in general, but also doing the full render crawls. So I'm wondering exactly what that means. Why is Bing so invested in a full crawl and Google not? So maybe, I don't know, but we'll find out in time. Maybe part of this isn't that Google has a crawl problem. Maybe Google has a rendering problem. I can't say what it is, but we're going to find out. Okay, well, that's it for today's crawl or no crawl. They won't all be this long. They'll be very, very short because, as you can tell, I'm busy. All right. Hey, and if you can, subscribe, because when you subscribe, YouTube lets me do more things. So if you will hit the subscribe button, then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.